नमस्कार दोस्तों, मैं हूं सोनल और सोनल फ्रॉम यूएसए में आपका स्वागत है। मैं कब से सोच रही थी ये व्लॉग बनाऊं कि नहीं बनाऊं, क्योंकि मुझे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं। जैसे लोग रिलोकेट करते हैं बॉस्टन में, सो आई गेट लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस कि बॉस्टन में ये कहाँ पर है, विच इज द बेस्ट प्लेस। अगर बच्चों के साथ आ रहे हैं तो स्कूल डिस्ट्रिक्ट कैसा है, कॉस्ट ऑफ लिविंग कैसा है। देर आर सर्टेन शॉक, सर्टेन सरप्राइजेस, सर्टेन प्लेजेंट सरप्राइजेस, पर बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो आई थिंक वन शुड नो बिफोर मूविंग टू बॉस्टन। सो अगर आप या आपके कोई फ्रेंड्स मूव हो रहे हैं बॉस्टन, रिलोकेट हो रहे हैं, वर्क के लिए हो रहे हैं, तो जरूर देखिए और जानिए ये 10 बातें। First thing, Boston is a historic district. Very beautiful, lot of historic buildings and legacy of very well-renowned institutes like Harvard, MIT. Then there are also wonderful institutes for graduation, for masters like Boston University hai, Northeastern University hai, and there are many other private colleges also like Phillips Academy hai, then Dorchester Technical Institute. So there are a lot of options here for studies. So you will see there is a lot of influx of students in Boston. So it's a good place to study. Hospitals and the best of the best treatment centers are available here in Boston. So positive. Now, beauty, mountains, waterfalls, sea, beaches. बिल्कुल भी कमी नहीं है because Boston is all surrounded by sea. So within the distance of half an hour to 1 hour, depending on where you live, you will definitely get beach or a seafront, which is a very very positive thing I feel, because जैसे weekend होता है तो summer में we just pack our bags, or we keep a lot of stuff, beach stuff in the car. In fact, for the kids, and we just take them to the beach, and beach is like just 20 minutes away for us. And it's a luxury I do not realize, but when I talk to people in different states, for whom it is probably 3-4 hours driving distance, it's a positive and plus. So if you go towards north like New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, इतना सराउंडिंग ब्यूटीफुल है, इतने सारे सी और इतना ब्यूटीफुल वेदर होता है समर में कि यू जस्ट फॉल इन लव विद दैट प्लेस एंड यू फील लाइक स्टेइंग देयर. इतने ब्यूटीफुल बीचेस है वहाँ पे, इतना अच्छा सराउंडिंग एनवायरनमेंट होता है. पीपल टेक देयर बोट्स एंड दे गो इन द सी. वहाँ पे जाके पूरा दिन आराम करो, बैठो धूप में अच्छे से, हवा आ रही है ठंडी. सो इट्स अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल वेदर. न्यू हैम्पशायर इज नोन फॉर इट्स नेचर, माउंटेन, ट्रेल्स, waterfalls. So people who love all these things like mountaining, hiking, biking, they live in that side because they also love snow skiing. So snow skiing karna hai, so you can be there and you just reach like 45 minutes, 30 minutes, and you will find so many mountains there. Loon Mountain hai aur bhi bahut sare mountains hai where there is a snow skiing option. So matlab there are benefits in all the seasons. Summer you enjoy the best weather, which starts like I would say अभी तो spring चालू है, since now I would say from March till May mid तक I would say it's a spring. फिर May end से 15th May June से temperature goes up like 80 degree Fahrenheit, and then it still kind of goes 90 and 9500 we hit like very little few days in a week. But that's very little where we get like heat advisory, which might be funny for some states where they always see this kind of a weather, but we see 100, 105, and that's like very high temperature, high heat advisory, and everybody sits in the house, AC on. Of course, if people have a tolerance, they will go out, but it's really hot that time. But spring are like pleasant 50 degrees, शाम को ठंडा होता है, सुबह ठंडा होता है. It's New England, so कभी weather खराब हो जाता है, कभी बारिश हो जाती है. जैसे परसों there was so much wind that everything was just flying away. All the objects, in my garden had flown away, like kids, this thing, जो slides है, then train tracks है, everything had fallen out. So positive. Second, that it's surrounded by all beach, sea, mountain, trails, and greenery. So if you are a nature lover, you love all these things, exploring all these things, you would love it here. There are a lot of museums too in Boston, in the Boston downtown, जहाँ पे Seaport District बोलते हैं, and बहुत सारे employment opportunities भी हैं यहाँ पर. So if you are planning to move to Boston, apart from education, you will also see a lot of opportunities to stay here for employment, because a lot of employers are moving here, and there's one Seaport District जहाँ Boston में, it's all surrounded by sea. It is called Seaport District, जहाँ पे financial district माना जाता है, जहाँ पे lot of financial companies are there. And plus Amazon has moved here, and there are many other employers. So there are also some IT employers, and of course the consulting firms like BCG, Deloitte, and many other good companies are here. So a lot of options, not just for IT, but also for the people who are working in medical profession, people who are doing paramedical, nursing, engineers, and in fact I have seen even people who used to stay in Florida or New Hampshire, they have also moved to Mass because there is a lot of work. Example, plumbing, woodworking, जैसे बाकी states में they do not find those options, but they found those options here a lot, so they come here, move to Boston. So that is another positive thing, that the employment opportunities are good. Thing that you need to think about when you move here is cost of living. Cost of living suddenly has gone very high. Not that it was low, but now it has gone very high. I mean, people started comparing Boston next to San Francisco because the housing market has gone up, rental markets have gone up. So if you're coming here as a student, and if you're planning to stay in Boston area, you will have to have a budget of 800 to 1000 in the sharing apartment. Or if you plan to stay alone, you will have to think of like 1800 to 2000 to 2500. That's the range. So it all depends, like how old is the apartment, whether they have utilities in the apartment like washer, dryer, or it's outside, or it's in a common area, so all those things matter. But that is the kind of cost you will have to think about. Other than that, trains are easily accessible, so you have a T option, which is called MBTA. So if you're a student, you don't need a car, you can stay here in Boston or somewhere in suburbs also, where you can commute to your university or college if it's in Boston, which would be probably like 45 minutes to 1 hour. But that's totally doable. And but you will still kind of get little low in the budget in that sense for the rental apartment though. So proper Boston if you try to take the apartment, it will be very expensive, 2000 2200. But if you come to suburbs, you may get something in like 1600 to 1800 range also. So that is the option that you have. Or if you drive, you have a car and a working professional, you can still go further and you can find something in the range of like 1500 to 1600, but I don't think you'll find anything lower than that even for 1-bedroom apartment now. So that is the cost of living that you have to expect, because I have seen some states where the cost of living is moderate or low, where people spend $800 for 2-bedroom apartment. So I had a friend who relocated from Greenwood, Wisconsin, and he thought Boston was very expensive. The first thing he landed in, he said, Boston is so expensive. I said, yes, Boston is expensive. So cost of living is the factor that you need to consider. Now, if you're moving as a family with kids, and you're looking for good school district, there are many good school districts, the top being the Lexington, then comes Newton, then comes Acton, then comes Westford, then comes Chelmsford, then comes Sharon, then comes, there are many. I mean, if you look around, you'll find some are close to city, some are far. Depending on your budget, you can choose to stay where you want. Like some people have to be in the office in Boston, then they will have to choose a school district, which is well connected. Otherwise, they will have to commute by, say, car, park, then take a tube, then go to Boston. If you have an option to work remote, and due to COVID, a lot of people are getting that option. So if you have that option, you can choose, any school district that you feel is convenient and affordable for your budget and your pocket. Because Lexington again is a very high cost of living. You will find an apartment which will be from 2,500. If you go for row houses, maybe 3,000, 3,500. So it is very expensive. It is close to city. If you go to Acton, little less expensive, but not like way low, but it is still expensive. You can still find apartments within your budget, but it is commuting that you have to do. If you have to go to Boston, if you're a traveler, you have to take flight a lot, then it might be a little bit of a struggle because you have to drive every time 1 hour or take a cab or whatever. So the distance of commuting would increase. Then if you go further, like New Hampshire, Merrimack or many other places, your commuting distance is going to increase. This is called Logan Express, which actually is just connected to the airport. You just take the bus and you can reach to New Hampshire. So there are options available. It's just that your commuting time increases, your dependency on those things increases. Like for example, आप India जा रहे हो or you're going to your hometown, you would not be able to take your car and park, right? So either you will have to take a cab, which would be expensive, or you will take a bus and then you will have to depend on the bus frequency, carry all those luggage, so many bags, and or depend on a friend who can come and pick you up. So those are the factors that you will have to think of. Another factor is cost of living to ho gaya. Second is weather. Weather is very, very cold. So in the winter, so fall the temperature starts dropping and it goes like 60, then 50, then 40. November, May, you'll go to 30. December, it can go to 30, 20, and it then keeps fluctuating. So there's a lot of fluctuation in the weather, temperature. It can be anytime rainy weekend. So summers, most of the time I have observed, and it's purely my observation. Every time we used to plan long weekend to go out, we used to say, oh, weather forecast, it's a rainy weekend. And there are 6 states around Boston area, which are all included, called the New England region, where it's a little unpredictable weather. Yesterday, like it was very windy, 30 degrees. Today it has gone up 50 degrees, and in the evenings it will drop to 40, 45. So temperature varies a lot. Last week it was 70 degrees. So the moment spring started, next week we had temperature for 1 or 2 days like 60 and 70 degrees, which was really good, and then again it dropped to 40 degrees, and now it has again gone up 50 degrees. So you will see there is a lot of fluctuation in temperature. You have to switch on AC sometime, and you have to switch heat sometime in the evening. So it fluctuates that badly. So that is something that you need to consider if you're relocating here, whether you can bear with these kind of fluctuation in temperature, bear that kind of a cold, and sustain here. Another thing that you have to consider is in the cold, the roads get slippery, there is snow accumulation if you have to drive. Normally nothing stops here after snow accumulation. If it's like a blizzard or something, things will be closed down for a day. Next day everything opens up, so you can actually start commuting to your office right on the next day. But then the roads are slippery, risky, a lot of accidents happen because cars skid and those kind of things. So you may have to have like a 4-wheel drive car, or you'll have to change your tires to winter tires, so better equip yourself. So those are the things you can think about them as a back of your mind. In the fall, people get a lot of allergies. So even if you do not have allergies, you may have allergies. It's kind of called hay grass, or there are different types of allergies which happen due to pollens. So in fact, if you develop that kind of allergy, you have to see the pollen count and where the mask can go, so that you don't get that congestion, because the pollens go inside and they just choke your sinus and everything, and then you get sneezy, runny nose, and sometimes throat infection, and then you'll have to take medicine. You also get like on the counter off the shelf medicines for that. But just a point to consider: if you're moving here and if you're planning to buy a house, housing market has gone up. It is very expensive. So if you see a house which is kind of 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom decent size house, 1500 to 1800 square feet, you will get it in the range of like 450 to 550 in Boston, in any suburbs, I'm saying, unless you're going like very far, very remote, very much in New Hampshire, where you will find the price low because it's far from the airport, from the city. But otherwise, in the city or closer to city suburbs, you'll find the price range is very, very high for the housing. Most of the houses are like old built, they may or may not have garage. Only new built houses, some of them have like 1-car garage. You may not get like 2-car garage if that is something that you're looking at, if you both are working. So choices are limited for the housing, because if you really want a house which is decent size, 3,000 square feet, or luxury house, I would say, with 2-car garage, you can easily look at 800 to 1 million. And if you go to school district, your maths and equations would change, because even in this price, probably you will get in 800,000, you probably will get like 3-bedroom 1200 to 1500 kind of area. So definitely these are some of the facts that you need to consider if you are relocating to Boston. It's a very good city to live. You will enjoy a lot of places to enjoy here. For kids also, there are a lot of places to enjoy, and everything is like commutable. If you want to just go or stay one night, that's fine. You can otherwise visit 2 hours drive and come back, but you will enjoy. If you like this kind of a weather, enjoy this kind of activity, recreational activities, sports, snow, and if you want to be in a hub which is known for the education. So I hope you found this vlog useful. If you like it, if you find it useful, like to banta hai. Or if you have any questions, please feel free to drop me a note, or in the comment section. And please subscribe to my channel, Sonal from USA, and keep watching. Till we meet next time. Bye bye.